And then I need to keep an eye on the rewards because the next subset of rewards, because it's going by 10, is going to give me another. If it's 40 Stardust, then we know it's like 20, 40, 80, whatever. Some of these maps fucking suck. Oh, cool. He's got the list right there. 20, 40, 30. Wait, so it's 1100 all together? It's not. I mean, I'm glad it is a little bit because it would really suck if you got no Stardust until you beat it. But it's just overall that much. It's not a. It's not a. I thought it was gonna be a big juicy prize at the end, and these extra 20s and stuff are just nice. What is with these air only stages, dude? Alright, get rid of that red guy so I don't have to click down every time. Decelerate. Ooh. Curveball. I thought we weren't gonna do any ground. Yo, guys, I was scrolling through my YouTube shorts and stuff while I was getting everything ready, and there was this guy that was like gassing up a new anime that's coming out. I'm sure a couple of you guys might be interested in it. This will date the video, but he was gassing it up. And I was just like, let's see what it's about. Like Zom 10 or Zom 100 or some shit. It's like about a dude that like basically hates his life, and then the zombie apocalypse happens, and now he's like happy about it. Like he just spends his whole life being like, damn, I hate my job, I hate the people here, life's so boring, blah blah blah. And then he finds out the apocalypse starts, and he's just like, hype, I love the zombie world or whatever. First thing I thought when that happened was like, I don't think I'd be really stoked to be in a zombie world, dude. That like the whole reason why you probably have that shitty job is so that you can pay for goods and services because you can't survive on your own. I guess he's like excited because he can like raid buildings and whatever, even though food supply is gonna get spoiled and all that. Yeah, I don't know. I think the when authors do stuff like that with their characters, it's like a situation where they're like, I've they're imagining themselves if the world was in this kind of turmoil, and they just fill in all the like loose ends that would normally occur with a shitty situation like that. But he said it's gonna be hype, and you guys usually don't like the new shit, or you guys don't usually like the stuff that I watch. Like I'm gonna get through JoJo, uh, probably part one within the next month, and then once I'm done with JoJo part one, we'll go to two. And say by like three or four, people will be like, "Oh, sweet, you're actually watching the good stuff." And then by the time I get to like Stone Ocean or whatever, or even Still Bull, I don't know if it has that. I don't know. I don't really like, dude. JoJo Part One just reminds me of a It reminds me of like watching Street Fighter and shit. Uh, like those old school animes. And it's literally like JoJo feels like part one feels like if you took the concept of Castlevania and put it together with a Street Fighter thing, you'd get JoJo. I mainly watch One Piece, Attack on Titan when like the ones I still watch is One Piece. I'm waiting on Black Clover to get their thing, and then I'm waiting on Attack on Titan to do their next season. But once those are over, like the only ongoing one will be One Piece. Oh, I can't put speed card that close next time. Yeah, that's good. I like watching One Piece weekly, dude. It's so good. Every episode, I'm always excited for the next one, dude. I'm always just like, oh, it's already over. It's already at the halfway point. Dang, I want to watch more. JoJo, I'm just sitting there like blinking one eye at a time, dude. And everyone's like, yeah, but part one sucks, dude. Just go to part two. I'm like, I'm not skipping shit, dude. How many people have you told to watch One Piece? And you're like, you don't have to watch part one. You don't have to watch them recruit the pirates. And they're like, I'm gonna. You know what I mean? They're like, I'm gonna watch the part one. I'm gonna see them get recruited, dude. I'm gonna watch it. Even though you could watch any arc by themselves. You could watch Wano right now without knowing a thing about One Piece and enjoy it. You don't have to watch every little thing in One Piece to like it. If you do, it's more like rewarding. But a lot of people don't care about a lot of those things, so it's like just watch the new shit, dude. And if you think it's really cool, go watch an older arc or whatever. If you don't, then just sit in Wano, dude. You don't gotta watch everything. Or start in New World after the war, or start during the war. It don't matter. Anyway, though, all I hear about One Piece is pacing shit. Because they're pacing it in between, like, the fights of the series. When every single One Piece arc starts the same. They arrive on an island, right? It could be, like, it's different crewmates or whatever on the island itself. But it's like they get on the island of their destination. One thing leads to another. There's a powerhouse on that island that Luffy's definitely going to have to fight. Not a political view, but like a narrative is placed between that person's ideals and how Luffy would handle things. And that's the head honcho that has to fight him. And then each other Straw Hat that's there has their duty to basically make it through the island. Without each individual person, they wouldn't be able to win. That's what it is every time. In JoJo, so far, it's randomly in a mansion between two spoiled boys, and then it just jumps the gun with the ritual mask, and now, yeah, it's really creative. And now, the main character just stumbles, like literally, just stumbles upon a guy that wants to not only be his mentor on the one kill move that he has on Dio, but also wants to teach him and all this other shit. And as they're moving along the venture, each thing they run into happens to be the next stepping stone lesson for these abilities that he's learning. And the evil villain, Dio, everyone says he's cunning, but every time he's on screen, he does, like, really dumb shit. That, like, cost him the fight almost every single time. But everyone talks about him like he's, like, the most intelligent villain that they've ever seen in fiction. So for instance, so far he's lost to a belt, like a literal like belt you'd wear around your waist. He's lost to one of those in a house fire, and then he's lost to, and then the second time that they're interacting with it, he's just like, the main protagonist fell in a lake, therefore he loses, and he just bails from that fight too. Like it's like no different than when you watch like a spy film. Where do you get Ichigo from, and the guy that's your leader? This person is Mikasa from Attack on Titan. She's a 6 star, and Ichigo is the 7 star from the Stardust shop that you have to like evolve the 5 star into a 6 with like, I forget which units. Then you have to play like 14 soul reads. Yo, the shitty thing about this update is I have really nothing to upload to TikTok on it. Like, this stuff's going on YouTube, but I don't think everybody's gonna watch every part. And it sucks for stream because there's no music. But if I even play any music and I don't credit it, it's just gonna get copyright claimed. Yeah, it's coming out soon, David. David, what happened to you, dude? You played like one Conquest game and then you left. That was like a 20-minute surrender. Or not even. It was like 15 minutes, I think. Oh, man. I tried to look up like some cheat codes or something to make it so that I could just catch this slime for free, dude. But everybody's more concerned with like walk through wall cheats and shit. It sucks, man. I guess my only option is to get the 1% metal, or to just keep cracking away at this like metal slime right here, but it's just not going good. For now, I got too much games that I need to play, so I'm just done with that for now, I guess. Gracie, I didn't know you were playing All Stars. I need to get you a back scratcher. Yep, Gracie stream, guys. She's always just a few inches from you guys, too. This guy is a complete idiot. Okay, don't block the screen. Yep. I turned off the Dragon Quest. I'm just gonna have the One Piece manga here. That metal slime is just refusing to do the 1%, and I'm not getting too many crits, and I still need to get like 6. Oh, you're an actual troll. Wow. She actually, like, fell on her ass, dude. And took the keyboard down with her. She's fine. Yeah. Gracie. Let's get a little more aggressive. Oh, no, you don't. Trying to move things along, boy. What's your big idea throwing out the commander? It's time to transform. Broncho head. Form shift. Iron Pirate General Frankie. General, look out below. Who's the big D? They must get ludicrously harder later. Because this, I still don't have to farm. Odyssey is already out on PC, but at 7 p.m. tonight I can play it on my Xbox, so I'll be streaming it then. But for now, I'm doing Infinite Castle Floors, and because I plan on like posting on YouTube the full like part 1 through 9, part 2, like whatever, I should keep track of it. One Piece Odyssey is the newest One Piece game to come out. Again, this dates the video. I'm gonna check shop now because it's a new hour, but yeah. I can't have any music on because the YouTube videos are a little bit more annoying about copyright. And there's a couple tracks that I could play and credit in the description, but it's still kind of jank with checking. And these aren't even edited anyway, so I'm just gonna show people like, if they have the same shit as me, this is all they need to do to beat the game. Or beat the level or whatever. Yep, can't wait to play it. You don't look as tough as those monsters. He goes on Nami. Just because I'm scared doesn't mean I'm weak. Don't underestimate the power of a weathering science. Sorcery, Climat Dial. Gus Sword. I miss Usopp's certain kill. Now he's Hisasu. So it sounds like assassin. Midori Bushi. Take Javelin. It's a bunch of bamboo shoots. Oh! Oh, this is 2 lanes. Yo, chill, 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 chill. I didn't know there was more lanes. How big is this map? Okay, we can go back to 3 times. What the fuck? Why is this map so big? Yeah, skip. That was a bad example. Good thing I reacted and these things don't insta-kill yet. Wow, this map's huge. I don't know why that went so fast, but I guess lag. There we go. W. A very sloppy W, but W nonetheless. I thought it was just here to there. Alright, I gotta return. I'm looking at shop. And I want to see how many floors I've done. I'm in theory trying to do... Oh, actually, no, I won't yet. Or yeah, I will. Every like 20 or so minutes, I want to make sure... Kind of, I guess. The only other thing to do is to get Nezuko. That's what I was saying. I was like, as far as content is concerned, this was kind of like an L update. Which is why I think people are kind of like mad. They're kind of like, oh, all we can do is farm Stardust? For what, though? There's nothing to get. We have everything. And then there's leaderboard for it. Nope. I only have really 4 hours to go, so it's gonna get weird. And wonder right before the Odyssey thing too, probably gonna go get food. So around like I basically only have until 6, which is I only have like 2 hours to get to. Has leaderboard changed? Now it's not even listing it. I guess everybody went past 65. -1. Anybody else is spring? I'm thinking on the later stages, law is going to be necessary. Okay, we went all the way to 22 that time. Noted. Alright. So that was 9 to 21. Future me is going to have an editing nightmare for YouTube. Clipping all this stuff Saturday morning is going to be rough. Reflects the update is a pass. Okay, this is definitely a short map. I'd like to, in theory, get to 100. Or a 20. Okay, this seems to be only air, so... Shopper. Horn point. I'm not a beetle. There's only one form I need for rubber ball. Or rumble ball. And it's the monster. I'm an isolated monster. Your brothers. We will not reach our captain. That's the promised ship, Noah. The gems are spiking up. This is the new mode in All Stars. It's more like AA than ever. And I think people will still not play it because they want to pick sides, like this is Marvel versus Capcom or something. Or DC versus Marvel or whatever it is. It's only air, what the heck. Rick, this is their Infinite Castle. They added one to All Stars. Except there's some big differences that I've noticed. First off, every 10 floors you get Stardust. Not much at first, but it stacks the higher you go. And that's not the only thing that stacks. I am now getting 175 a floor for gems. So, that's it for that, I think. So that means that if it's 25 every 10, then that means on the 30 floors, I'll get 200 gems a floor. Are you asking the if doing a 100 floor? Okay, so let me get this straight. You'll do 100 floors in Infinite Castle in AA for seemingly one unit, right? A couple remnants here and there with a radar, right? Which is in the long term, none of that stuff matters. So it's really just one limited unit that you'll never use for actual play, okay? And around 14k gems, right? You'll do that for pretty much that stuff. But when All Stars does it, with 150 every 10, 150 a floor, same amount, but then it scales up every 10, then that would mean for first 10 it's 1500 gems. For next 10 it's 1000 or it's 1500 gems for the first 10 floors. Then the next 10 floors it's 1750. And then for the next floors after that it's 2000. And then you're getting 20, then 40. It's stacked up. I don't know who posted it. It's 20 Stardust for the first 10, 40 Stardust for the second 10, 60 for the 30s, 40 gets 80, 50 gets 100, 60 gets 120, 70 gets 140, 80 gets 160, 90 gets 180, and floor 100 gets 200 for like a grand total of 1100 gems or 1100 Stardust, which it's 50 for a 3 or for 30 spins, meaning grinding something like this, especially for someone that already has 1200 gems, would put me near 2000 Stardust. And anybody that's just like playing it normally that can't get any of those units, because these seem kind of easy to do. I don't know when the difficulty will start, but for somebody that's like kind of like a noob that only has like an Uri World 1, you could easily snipe like 6,000 gems, which goes way further in this game than it does in I think that's even pity or something.